Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here on a Thursday night. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. First and 10. Slot man in motion right. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That is caught. And he will go all the way. Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Arizona. That his first touchdown this year. Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it. And the Cardinals will race out to a quick 7-0 edge.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's Ritter to throw on the first play. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Max Melton there to get him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Ritter. This is caught down that right sideline. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Throwing now. Ritter on first down. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to be in just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Harrison right side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target, and it'll lead to a second down. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Big Leonard Williams brings him down. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. He'll look to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. Sly's kick is good. And the Cardinals will extend to a 10-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. On the ground, it's Benson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
He'll get that complete to Harrison. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. A run with Benson. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Now they'll set up to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6, out to the 26-yard line. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Achan. And he's got a Bengals first down. He's got this up to the 35.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Achan. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats back.
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
These are the type of self-inflicted wounds that the coaching staff told us about all week, Mike, and it's been a real point of emphasis. Anyone possessing the ball, whether that's on offense, defense, or in this case, special teams, protect the ball at all costs, and I can promise you they're not going to be happy with this one. Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Mike, I can tell you firsthand, when you take the field on your opponent's side of the 50, there's a lot of optimism and hope that this is going to be a touchdown scoring drive. So nice job here by the defense, holding strong and defending this short field.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From out of the gun, he'll throw. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. He'll drop to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Higgins sent in motion. They'll look to throw again. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 15.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Slot man in motion left. Back to the air one more time. Pass complete there to Harrison. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll look to throw yet again. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that is incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given, but it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Ritter on first down. He's got Gesicki open down the field. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, it's Ritter. That's taken in by Achane.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
That's good for the Cincinnati Beangles. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Ritter. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone. Because
to the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw, taken in. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo. So we've reached halftime here on our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3.
Joey Sly is set to kick off.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. Taken in by Gesicki. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll run right here. It's Achane. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Ritter. And that is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
From the gun on third down, here's Ritter. Now a shot here, deep middle. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This taken at the 5. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. They put Wilson in motion. Back to the air once more on second down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ritter. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll air one out for Higgins. And he will score. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
With his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And the Bengals are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Out of the pistol, it's Ritter. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Now Ritter. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and long. Ritter. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
So you take a look at an offensive coordinator's play sheet, Mike, and there's a column on all of those pages that at the end of the day, it's about the players, not the plays. And when things aren't going well, you say, all right, who do I have to get the ball to? Well, this guy is one of them. I mean, whether they throw it to him, hand it to him, whatever they do, the more he touches the ball, the more good things happen.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Barrow. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ritter. This one complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Ritter. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. Here's 3rd and 7. Davis going in motion. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Back to throw, Ritter. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Ritter. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Now, Ritter to throw on 2nd down. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Here's Ritter to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now Ritter on 1st down. This one complete to Atwell. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, Ritter. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. Well,
entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Achane. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and we'll... Just over 90 seconds left on the clock. The Bengals ready to punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That's taken at about the 14. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Back to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. Cards going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver.
And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Adams.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the handoff, this is Achane. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance.